Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. This is Forever Ashley, and today we are going to be talking about, this is going to be a short video, the types of prayers or just pretty much words I was saying that changed my life, that shifted my life for the better. Okay, shifted as in on the right path, shifted as in finally letting God take control of my life, shifted as in finally accepting help, creating that space for God to help me so I wouldn't have to do it all alone. Like the way I used to move, I was in the driver's seat, okay? My ego was in the passenger seat and God was in the back seat. And you know, like, hey God, every now and then, pray, whatever. No. Now God is driving. I'm in the passenger seat, just sitting there looking cute, and my ego and my pride is in the back seat. So, before I get into it, disclaimer. Seriously, serious disclaimer. Do not say these things if you don't really mean it. If you are not ready for change, if you are not ready to see whoever walks out your life walk out, if you are not ready to get out of situations that you holding on to, don't. Only say stuff and do stuff if you are really ready to. So if you don't feel like you really ready, it's okay, just click save for later on this video and come back to it when you feel like you're ready, because eventually you're gonna be tired. You're gonna get tired of being sick and tired eventually. And that's kind of where I was at a point in time. So that is the disclaimer. If you're not ready, it's okay. It's okay. I'm holding space for you. I will be here when you are ready. But those who are ready, keep watching. Okay, so here are some of the things. Okay, so I'll just say it and then I'll explain it. But some of the things I was saying that just shifted my life on the path that it needed to be on was, dear God, dear Lord, however you start your prayers, okay? Dear God, I surrender. I surrender. And let me also say, I wasn't in most of the time. I'm not gonna say most of the time. I was not in like a place of desperation as I was saying these things. I was very much conscious, how I am now, very much sane. I wasn't crying. I was just chilling, but ready for my next chapter, ready for my next season, ready to be out of the current season that I'm in, right? So I would just be very conscious. Sorry, looking at my dog. When I would say these things, I surrender. Use me for your will. Ordain my footsteps. Heal my heart. Soften my heart. Renew me. Transform me. God, whoever in my life that is not supposed to be in my life, whoever in my life who does not serve my higher purpose, remove them. Whatever situations, whatever environments I'm in, whatever, if it is not from you, Lord, remove it. Now be mindful, when you say these things, you have to mean it, because guess what's gonna start to happen? Before anything starts to happen, after you pray these things, you need to sit back. I don't know if anybody else is spiritual, but one of the things you learn when you are spiritual is you are now the observer of your life. So once you pray these things, you just gotta sit back. You are now the observer. So now you are watching everything that happens. And that kind of goes back to the analogy I stated when God is in the driver's seat and you in the passenger seat, because you are now observing and just kind of watching everything around you. So you don't pray and then just be like, okay, now I'm waiting to see what's next. Like, what's next? No. Be present, Just sit back and watch. Because if you praying these things and if you really mean it in your heart, oh, it's gonna happen. I promise you, it is going to happen. Sage, if you don't move. So, yeah, and once it starts happening, guess what? Are you gonna cry about it, or you just gonna sit back and let it happen? Like, and it's gonna be people, I don't know your life situation, but most of the case is, it is going to be someone that leaves your life that you would have least expected, a situation, an environment that God delivers you from that you would have least expected. So when you pray these things, you truly have to mean it in your heart, because whatever happens, she was licking my wrist. Because whatever happens after this happens, okay? What you gonna do if your boyfriend or girlfriend leaves your life? You gonna cry about it? Of course you can cry about it, because we're human. That's your initial human response. But you gonna keep crying about it, or you just gonna cry about it and then remember, oh, I sure have been praying for change, and then keep it moving. And that's how it has to be. You're in my video. I need you to sit. Okay, so I don't have a script of like what I stated every day, but literally the words I'm telling you was a bulk. Obviously, you gonna add more in there. You can add less, but that was the majority of what I was saying every single day. I surrender. Please remove anything out of my life that's not from you. If it's not from you, Lord, I don't want it. Allow me to get closer to you. If there is anything, this what I'm about to say next is going to be a big one. If there is anything that is in between the relationship I have with you, remove it. Like, and you really have to be careful what you say. That's why I put the disclaimer I did at the beginning, because if you don't mean these things, first of all, don't say it, because stuff is going to start happening. Stuff is going to start moving. Stuff is going to start changing. And if you're not ready for it, you're going to hold on and you self-sabotaging everything because you praying for something to happen. Something is finally happening. But you fighting for it. You fighting for it to stay. And that just don't work. So only say things you mean. And I think that's a life lesson regardless. Only say things you mean. Like, for real. So, that is it. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting nothing. Just Sage, honey. Yeah, I mean, if y'all need some ideas, if y'all actually need a full prayer idea, I can give it. But that's pretty much it. Like, surrender. And just ask God to intervene. Like, sometimes I also say, if I'm not going on the path you want me to go in, if I'm not on the right path, I give you complete permission. I allow you to intervene in my life. And I say it that way because we have free will. God wants you to obey him and love him, but he's not going to force you. That's where our free will comes in. He's not going to force you. So with me, that's why I say I allow you. I 100% allow you to intervene. If I'm going off the right track, intervene in my life and please keep me on the right track. And when you say things, put your money where your mouth is. Like, let your actions align with what you say. That just comes with trying to be a better person, because when you know better, you do better. So just things like that, you surrender. Ask God to ordain your footsteps. Ask him to, whatever you're weak in, like whatever areas you personally are weak in, confess that to him. You have to confess it so he can help you. Create that space. Don't try to do everything on your own. And that's where I messed up for so long, because I was trying to do everything on my own. When God finally was like, that's a whole nother story, but God finally was like, let me help you. Like, when are you going to allow me the space to help you? I'm not just going to forcefully come in, like God is a gentleman. He ain't going to force you. You need to allow that space for him to use his power, work his power. So thank y'all so much for watching. I'm sorry if my dog was a distraction. I really hope she wasn't. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. If y'all have any questions, just let me know down below. And I really hope this helped. Send this to somebody who may be struggling with prayer, may just need to hear this. But I will see y'all in the next video.